Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
It's a very important festival, and we're glad that we made it in time.
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
Long story short, we met a weird guy, and we didn't find any information that we wanted.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure.
I guess so.
If there is another chance, I would love to join.
You're welcome, but I'm not gonna want to sound bad, but you don't really look like a 4-star or 5-star character, so chances are unlikely.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dehya! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dehya. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dehya, please take some time to relax.
Did we get a confirmation on whether she has Elezar? That's what the sickness is called, right? That Cole has. Do we know if she has the same thing? Because it just sounds like it would make sense, but I'm not sure if we got confirmation or anything.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
Okay, just for Paimon. Let's do a little sleepy, but because of Paimon.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Actually, looks pretty cozy. But still, sorry for the trouble, Dunyazad.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
So what about tomorrow? What's the plan?
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dehya is still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dehya's constantly hovering over you, right?
Don't worry, I'll be keeping you company. Should be pretty enjoyable then, because action always follows us. Not sure if that's a good thing.
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyazad.
Good night.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sabzeruz Festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food?
Pretty sure they will. And now I'm hungry again.
Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler. Did we oversleep?
I sure hope we didn't.
We should go meet Dunyazad right away.
Swear to God, if they just overslept. Imagine they would have overslept the entire festival. That would have been a banger.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyazad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today.
I sure hope not. I assume they don't have, like, sleeping pills, so that's unfortunate.
Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Yes. Let's explore the festival.
Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some
Nice.
business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Oh, so that people seem to actually
Ooh,
like
they're
them
selling
then.
food over that way. Let's go take a...
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
Okay, Paimon is not vegetarian, that's confirmed.
So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sabzeruz Festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukushifa mushrooms, lunar lotuses, Sumera roses, sunsetias, capulatas, hara fruits, and zaytun peaches.
Very vegetarian and healthy. Impressed, actually. Usually festivals are not like this.
So, the Sabzeruz Festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the 3.0 Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumera uses vegetarian food to represent the 3.0 Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak?
Alright, we're leaving Sumeru and going to Natlan right now because Paimon needs her meatballs, apparently.
Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible!
Yeah, I've expected something like that.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks! Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dear
Talks about sweet
customers,
madams.
would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
Uh-huh. Actually something she did. Okay.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
This is really random.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyazad says it? Are you guys working together?
She's a good saleswoman. That's
So
what she
that's
is.
the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's take an omnicabolo and mash it together with a butterfly. Oh, poor butterfly.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
The moon?
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Oh, he has to look into his cheat sheet.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Great!
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Okay, great. I hate when they give you two instructions that basically say, yeah, it's bad, but it can also be good. Now deal with it. That's the worst kind of divination ever.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Oh god. This guy really
This
needs
was still
someone who's
pretty
more skilled.
interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
Like, he looks
They
like
say
an
the
apprentice.
Sabzeruz Festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyazad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's dance of Sabzeruz would be just as impressive.
I thought that Xiangling as a kid for a second. That looked so much like her from the back.
Ferris!
Who's fair? Oh, that's
Attention!
fair.
Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
Oh, he looks fun. I love his mustache. And the little hair curl.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
Very much it. And with a weird mustache.
Hey, it's Dunyazad! Wow!
Miss Dunyazad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies.
That spit curl on his head. Yeah, I'm just not. The face is irritating, but yet I love it.
In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sabzeruz Festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sabzeruz Festival.
The Night of Flowers. Okay. I mean, I guess he's not a knight in a common sense.
All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz Festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
Well, no wonder he's popular with children if he's giving out candy. That's how you buy every kid.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyazad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and
Sure.
I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and
take
pick
them.
whichever one you want.
Paimon, which one do you want?
Don't these boxes all look the same?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Mushrooms?
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
Huh.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Those don't sound as good.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
That kind of reminds me of German Krapfen. There's also usually like some normal tastes, and then there's just one with mustard, for example, which is just made to purposely taste horrible.
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyazad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
Don't blame me if I choose the wrong one.
It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Yeah, it's definitely number 3. Pretty sure about that one.
Attention! That's unfortunately lavender melon.
Close enough, okay, Paimon?
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
Yeah, maybe it's not just luck, Paimon.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Ha, great.
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Paimon, you're really like a kid today.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Sure thing.
Dunyazad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sabzeruz Festival.
How embarrassing.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
Oh no.
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
No, not today, because she got us. And we're gonna beat those idiots up if they even touch her.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
Well, then you would need to get her first.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyazad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dehya. Dehya the Flame Mane. No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Let's be honest. We wouldn't need her, but I'm glad she's sticking up for her.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
Oh wow, you guys got 5 people, huh?
Traveler, take Miss Dunyazad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
Oh, we can't guarantee anyone's safety here.
You're right. Alright, fine.
Please be careful, Dehya.
Don't waste your
Sure she
time
can
worrying
handle
about
them.
me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
I'm sure she can handle those. Oh, we actually need to run? But where? Okay. They gave you a minute for that? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Dunyazad. Maybe I should have slowed down.
Dunyazad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dehya. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Don't worry, she is tough. She will be fine.
Yeah, don't worry.
Love Paimon's finger pistols.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
He told ya.
Dehya! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Nope. I just checked.
Dehya, your arm.
Oh, okay. She actually did get hit.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
Isn't she getting paid by her parents?
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Oh. Yeah. It's super kind.
Hey, Miss Dunyazad, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
Oh, that... Oh. The weird way to phrase it, but I think I understand what she's saying.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
But cute.
Thank you very much, Dehya.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
But so she also must believe in Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Otherwise she would not do that.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyazad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Yeah, no problem.
Truly, I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Are you feeling better, Dunyazad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go.
So, just how serious is your condition?
I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elezar. It's terminal now.
Oh, yeah, I can... Oh, yeah. Actually try it and see if she has any marks on her skin. Elezar, huh?
Can't believe it's Elezar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elezar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyazad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elezar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this.
It's a tough one to deal with.
Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window.
That's probably even worse than having the ability to go outside and maybe die earlier, but like, that must be terrible.
I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dehya. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful.
I can understand that.
At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
I will remember you. So, you'll live on, at least in Some people.
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me.
I'm really scared that we're gonna have to watch her die at this point. Genshin, stop.
To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
You're already super strong if you haven't given up yet. Honestly.
Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Wonderful mindset.
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the dance of Sabzeruz about to begin?
Oh, okay.
It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most.
Well then, let's not miss it.
Nilou will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sabzeruz Festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah.
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
I sure hope so.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Oh no.
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilou!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sabzeruz is one of the key parts of the Sabzeruz Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sabzeruz Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event.
I hate them so much.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
Can we just behead them or something? I hate them.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sabzeruz Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them.
Yeah, if we force their hands too much, their situation might really get ugly.
This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
Oh, come on, shut up.
Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No.
He makes me so angry right now.
Our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sabzeruz Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyazad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Yeah. Dude, that's so shitty of them. Like, it's really more of a regime than a freaking academia.
Nilou, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sabzeruz so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sabzeruz Festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sabzeruz Festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
Can't leave to stand like this. Yeah, and you might not even have a next one.
Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
Yeah, we should try and think of another way. This is not going to stand like this.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
I'm gonna kill all of the academia. We gonna change that.
Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilous dance.
Sabzeruz Festival was forced to come down to an unfortunate and abrupt end. Oh, I hate them so much.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilou and Dunyazad promised to make the next Sabzeruz Festival a success, but Dunyazad is running out of time.
I'm sure she knows of that very well.
Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
Huh? Excuse me?
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed!
Wait, we're gonna be late for what? Was that a...
We should go meet Dunyazad right away!
Wait, did we travel back in time? What is going on? Or is it the next day and we're meeting her again?
Good morning, Dunyazad. Sorry we're late.
Getting such a deja vu right now?
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Yeah, Lamine. I feel you. Also, that face is kind of scaring me, to be honest.
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going!
Huh. Well, I already know which candy we're gonna pick if that's
Ooh,
gonna be a choice again.
Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Awww feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
Yeah, you were that the last time as well.
Actually, what is the Awww feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Sabzeruz Festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the 3.0 Archon.
Starting from just now. Something feels really familiar here, yeah.
Remnants appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
Lamine, why aren't you speaking up? Come on, Lamine, just, like, Paimon would probably believe you.
The moon signifies... It It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
And he still has to look it up. And I guess this isn't the first time we've traveled to space and time, right?
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Is it deja vu? I feel like I've been to this place before.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
Okay, what do we know? We know the candy.
Where to next?
And we know about the kidnapping attempt.
Ferris!
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Hi, kids.
What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz Festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyazad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Knight of Flowers. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes ready here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Yep, I'm...
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, how interesting.
Also includes lizard tail and omnikaboru.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Ugh, why do those flavors even exist? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the sunsetia flavor.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Show me. Yeah, this one.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed sunsetia.
Well, I guess that's far from luck, but...
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
I'm pretty sure that wasn't luck, Paimon. But why? I don't know why, but I knew it must have been number 4. So it probably feels like a distant dream to Lamine, right?
Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random.
Why do I keep having this strange feeling of a deja vu?
Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
What if you chose wrong this time too? I guess it doesn't have a big impact. Sorry Dunyazad, but I need to leave you for a moment.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
She must feel really strange right now. The flavor of deja vu. Go to the tavern? Why the tavern? What's the plan here, Lamine?
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it?
I highly doubt it.
So, why'd you run here in such a hurry?
Want to do something I normally never would. Okay.
So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
One coconut charcoal cake, please. Oh, that was the dry-looking thing, right?
Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all?
It is.
Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this.
But that won't change a thing about the Deja Vu, right? That was a nice transition.
That thing? Are you really gonna eat it?
I mean, maybe with the dipping it doesn't taste that bad.
Isn't this going a bit too far?
Here it goes. Here comes the airplane. Nom nom nom. Oh no, she looks in pain.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
It actually tasted really good. Somehow.
Then, you mean...
I've definitely eaten this before. Damn it.
That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
Looks like I tried this before actually.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go out again and try something else?
Right? Like, I can confirm the deja vu they're having for the tavern, but beforehand, that was certainly one.
Hey! Dunyazad is sitting by herself on that bench over there!
Why isn't Dehya showing up? Like, she must be watching anyways, right?
What a coincidence, Dunyazad! We meet again! Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dehya came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dehya's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew, that's a big relief. But, Dunyazad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sabzeruz Festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much!
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
So sorry for leaving you behind earlier.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
I just experienced a number of strange events. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyazad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
I don't think Paimon is having a deja vu though. She kind of looks like she's in the dark, to be honest. Like the questions she was just asking didn't really feel like she knew the answers.
Huh? Time for what?
Yeah, like Paimon doesn't have a deja vu, otherwise she would know what's gonna come up.
Nilou's Dance of Sabzeruz is about to begin. Let's go.
Great, can't wait to see that douchebag of a person again.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nilous Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
I really hate this dude. It doesn't change it how many times I'll see this cutscene. I just don't like him.
I will inform him when I return.
And I don't like you for following him come on. Just use your brain and realize that he's just doing nonsense here.
The Sabzeruz Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Huh. So...
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyazad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
Can't she give like a private performance for her though, so that she at least sees the dance?
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait, what did you just say?
That's
no,
different though.
nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
For some reason I felt like this outcome was inevitable.
Did Dunyazad already go back? We should also return and get some sleep.
I mean, it was a bit different, it was not really a lot different. Comes to an abrupt end, yeah.
So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about?
Question is really if it's a deja vu or if it's like someone really trapping us in a time loop.
Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
Feeling pretty groggy. Hadn't thought about it, but my head does feel very heavy.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now,
God,
we
that kind of...
chalk things up to
I hate that effect, that's kind of scary.
We can do more thinking tomorrow.
A squirrel? That seems oddly placed and framed. And it's beeping again.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor the variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep?
I don't know, Paimon.
Anyway, we should go meet Dunyazad right away.
Are we looping again? Or is this another day? Nope. Pretty sure we're looping. Oh, another one.
Good morning, Dunyazad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Maybe we can change something this time.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You know.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
Even the text is giving me some strange feeling of deja vu. Completely phasing out here.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyazad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sabzeruz Festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick whichever one you want.
Not much of a choice. All these boxes look the same.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
They all sound pretty tasty.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Please don't tell me this decision affects the story of the day.
She'll help me choose. Paimon wants to eat the sunsetia flavor.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Okay, that's kind of menacing. Number 4.
Oh, I like your confidence. No
Kind of menacing to
hesitation
have all
at
these
all.
options.
Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed sunsetia.
I somehow feel like I'm in a horror movie at this point.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck.
Number 1 is lizard tail.
Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
Wait. How did you know?
What? She was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision?
That would be
Or
great.
some kind of magic trick. This is way too freaky.
I agree with the last point though.
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers? A traveler?
Huh. Huh. Someone's watching us. That was...
Hey, where are you going?
I think someone is either trying to approach us or watching us.
What's going on? Did you see something?
Paimon, we're talking.
Dunyazad
More
without
running.
letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Stop it, Paimon. It's important. She will understand if we run away. There. Paimon, I'm pretty sure she will understand. Where are you, little one? He was probably the squirrel, right? And all those animals. The bird above the tavern. There were so many animals around us. That's her, right? The birdie? Could also be
What are
her.
you looking for? Why did we come here?
Like, I don't know, it seems like she can transform into animals. An overwhelming sense of
Traveler?
deja vu. Yeah. Oh god, I hate those cuts. They are scary. I don't know. Okay, she's not the bird. I don't know, maybe she doesn't have an ability to transform into animals, but I don't... Maybe it was in a trailer or something? But I have a feeling. But she's over there. Follow, Paimon. We have to go. Or maybe she does. Forget about that. There you are. We're not gonna run away. Right? She's smiling?
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyazad?
Okay, what she was over there a moment ago.
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyazads?
Is she even... Is anything even real?
You already know that this isn't your first Sabzeruz Festival, don't you?
Alert.
I'm sure you already know how to use this.
This is a golden one?
A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
I guess let's use it together, Paimon. Worst thing is that we go down together.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do.
Yeah, and also she's the only one that knows about the Deja Vu, so...
What the? This is our 20th time at the Sabzeruz
Already?
Festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sabzeruz Festival?
And why?
Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized.
You're so cute.
What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Huh?
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions.
Okay.
It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness.
And what's with Dunyazad over there?
A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that.
Well, I'm sorry, can't help it.
As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyazad you were just with is different from the first Dunyazad you met. That first Dunyazad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
Can you bring us out of the cycle?
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Nice to meet you. You introduced yourself before. This is so confusing for my brain. Okay. I mean, we've been here 70 times or so. Okay. I guess we've met her before then.
Good. You passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the Samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day Samsara.
But why?
As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyazad's illness. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sabzeruz Festival.
Oh no. That's like nearly 70 days then.
If we can break out of the Samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Let me collect my thoughts real quick.
Grand Sage said, Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more?
I mean, get some voice lines. That's insane.
We've already experienced the Sabzeruz Festival many times. And the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
That seems to be related to the Deja Vu.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger.
Can I associate that with the Deja Vu? Time to.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day.
Many voice lines for her. Yeah, we gotta really cherish that for a moment.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
Great to hear her voice again, because I already forgot how she sounded.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
I guess that's our conclusion, that we're in a time loop.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity. Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating
But
itself.
it isn't. Because, like, Dunyazad is getting worse. Some things are changing a bit.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
I should give her more voice lines. Yeah, it's true. Like, her voice is so clean. Like, And Ether's, like, Zack is just a great voice actor overall.
Dunyazad! The Sabzeruz Festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Today? Not a lot of time. Where's Dehya?
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyazad, we have to escape the Samsara of the Sabzeruz Festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads. Why don't we start with those stall owners?
Well, that's not really a unique approach, but I mean, I don't have a better idea, so...
Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Just yesterday. Do you feel like you're reliving the same day, maybe?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
I mean, the produce does still look pretty fresh.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday?
Paimon, you're just confusing
Did you
him.
actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this?
Yeah,
Are you two
sorry.
daydreaming?
It's complicated.
Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
Well, it seems unlikely if no one dreams in Sumeru.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Hey, Mr. Alchemy Man.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
I have a question, but it's not related to your divination.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
Yeah, you've actually divined our future many, many times.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
Yeah, but it doesn't really help me.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals.
Yeah, I think I've experienced that already.
The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
My fears. What are my fears?
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems.
We will see about that, Paimon.
We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
The Flower Knight? Oh yeah, we could also try Dehya.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
She cares a lot about Dunyazad, so... Try taking her to the real Dunyazad. Oh yeah, if we do that, she will listen.
Yeah, if we tap into Dehya's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously.
Yeah.
At this time of day, Dehya's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers.
So there
Let's
are
go
two
find her.
Dunyazads. What if we bring the Dunyazad to the real Dunyazad? What would happen then? It's also like a bit of a discrepancy with a time loop. Like it can't be a time loop if there's two Dunyazads in this case.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
Gang of kidnappers that just ambushed you. You just defeated a gang of them, yep.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyazad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyazad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We're not pranking you, that's for sure.
We need to say something convincing.
Well... Dehya's Claymore would be a good idea.
Dehya sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Tell her, Traveler!
You got injured because you're not used to your greatsword.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyazad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
Alright, so this is the situation.
Paimon explains everything to Dehya.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
Yeah. Not trying to prank you. You notice there's something off about Dunyazad.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
Must
My
feel kind
lady,
of bad
are
if you
you
speak about
angry?
someone like that. Come with me, I'll show you some evidence.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyazad isn't completely safe here.
Don't worry, she's not really the one in danger here.
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyazad's condition.
The real Dunyazad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
Oh.
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyazad here.
Damn it. Well, that completely ruined it for us, didn't it? Maybe she does?
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Can you see her?
Wow, how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyazad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
She doesn't see her, but she feels it, right?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sabzeruz Festival has been repeating itself.
Okay, she must believe us now. We begin discussing the issue with Dehya. We'll finally understand
you
it.
think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sabzeruz Festival as a sick joke.
I mean, maybe not as a sick joke, but it would explain what the sage said at the end. Celebrate the Sabzeruz Festival to your heart's content? Something like that. And they're also doing something in the background that's also something we heard. I don't think it's a sick joke, though.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Nahida, can you tell us anything about the Akasha?
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Okay, yeah, okay.
A gnosis could do that?
Thinking.
No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So that means that Kusanali doesn't even run around with a gnosis, because the gnosis is in the Akasha? Or did Greater Lord Rukkhadevata keep the gnosis? Certainly seems like she doesn't have it, though.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people.
That I'm impressed that you can remember this quote. Like, damn, okay.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
What's up?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Most information comes from Irminsul, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
True.
Oh, wait.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
That could also be related to the Akasha, though. Yeah.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
I mean, kinda comes close to what I said, but how would it do that?
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Why don't we take it off?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain.
And of course something that the academia can then abuse.
This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
Why is she so calm about it?
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Naida's just sitting there patiently, even if it's wrong. Just be like, these idiots. Yeah, she's just standing there because she can't tell us for whatever reason. But she's just there and going like, when will they figure it out? They don't have too much time, but I can't do anything, so I will just sit here, twiddle my thumbs. Everyone removes their Akasha terminals.
How does everyone feel?
Actually, I also noticed something else.
Huh? What is it?
I feel like at the end of every day, I hear a sound of a beep.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
I heard the same sound in Port Ormos. I don't remember that.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Yeah, there was it again.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our
Getting
ears aren't
darker.
messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head.
That's not healthy.
We took off our Akasha terminals.
No. In a freaking brain.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Gonna have to go into the academia somehow. They're doing something there. I wonder if Dehya remembers, but I don't think so.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
The end of last night.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
Been implanted with another form of the terminals? Or did we fail to several connections?
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
You're the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dehya helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Maybe we should get her here before she gives us the knowledge capsule, so that she can also get it. Right, that was in a trailer.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Hold on, something's not right.
Dehya?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Aren't you still getting familiar to your greatsword? Or did you get familiar to it at this point because you've been using it so many days?
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyazad.
So Dehya's lost her memories after all.
During the battle, did you feel anything strange?
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar.
Yeah. Not a time loop, because they're not losing what they've learned. It's just... It's so complicated because it's not a time loop. But what is it then?
It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
Yeah, because you did.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
Muscle memory, I guess.
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
This has never happened before. Could it be because we removed it? But what would it change? I don't think it is. This has never happened before.
Yeah! Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Is it possible that we have already broken free? Sorry to say, but I don't think so, Lamine.
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Well, we'll know for sure at the end of the day.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyazad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
At this point, I very well can, yeah.
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
We're gonna get a beep.
Aside from Dehya not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dehya got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyazad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
It's a no. That's what it is.
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow.
That's a bit of a... It's a bit of a quantum physics related question, isn't it? What was it Schrödinger's cat, basically? We don't see, we don't know.
How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept?
Man, you're really philosophical for a little kid.
It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sabzeruz Festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow.
I guess that's true.
Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Yeah, those are literally some thoughts that you would expect someone to come up with when he's on drugs.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
Well, let's take a tuk-tuk. I guess we're gonna get some rest.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sabzeruz Festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Yeah, there it is again.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We should do key anxiety away. Oh, well.
We're still in the same day.
As expected, it's not as simple as we thought.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach.
Yeah, it wouldn't have changed a bit, to be honest. We might not have even gotten a little bit of sleep. There was no point in telling us. It's true.
In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Can other people... I have a suspicion that other people can't see her, not because of the time loop, but... Or maybe partially because of the time loop, but because the academia doesn't want them to? Basically cut them out of their memories? So that the world forgot her? I think I'm trying to puzzle things together, and at least to some degree the world forget me line starts to fit in a bit. We're getting somewhere.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
We're getting somewhere, and I think we're on a good way.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Well, the time loop theory is indeed incorrect.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
We're in a time loop, but our memories are being erased after each day.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories!
Why do you have the Akasha terminal in your ear again, Paimon?
That's why, when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sabzeruz Festival hasn't happened yet! It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before!
And it must be something that the Academia is doing, because why would they be giving out these terminals for free to everyone who even comes close to the city otherwise?
But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dehya has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense!
I mean, that makes sense, but there are a lot of question marks that remain.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong!
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Well, still the wrong conclusion, huh? Yeah, some things in that conclusion don't really match with what I believe at this point, so...
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dehya again? You might learn something new.
Thank you for the tip. I guess we'll do it then.
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
Why do we still have the Akasha terminals in our ears? Just throw that thing away. Get rid of those stupid Dendro AirPods.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dehya also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today?
Oh.
Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Yeah, let's get straight to the point.
Oh, that works!
You suddenly became more proficient because we lived through the same day many times already, and our memories of the day are erased every night.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get
Don't.
brainwashed by some cult?
Well, I honestly guess that's what is happening. You could very well call the Academia cold.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Correct?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sabzeruz Festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate?
Dude, she's saying the exact thing that I was just saying.
Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
I thought about that too. And I don't have an answer to you. Maybe they are resorting everything during the night time, I don't know. But I thought about that too. But if the sages were behind this, if they utilized the entire city's resources as well as information supplied by the Akasha.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything!
That's so insane. What's the purpose of all of this?
It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
I guess so.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
Tell me, please. Everything you prove is help to us.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyazad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dehya who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyazad.
The Akasha doesn't work inside of the city, so imagine we would just go outside for one day and go back in. That would completely change everything. Or look inside of the city during nighttime. Completely give us all the information we need. Why don't we do that?
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
Paimon, I hate to say it, but at this point we're really completely going conspiracy theory mode. There is no proof for anything we're saying right now.
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Honestly, it makes sense. Seems we'll have to abandon this theory.
Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyazad to Nilou's stage. See you later.
Yeah, have fun with the sages.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong?
I don't think it is wrong. I think this part is right.
But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
Not in the real world. That's a different approach to the problem. If we're not even in the real world, then...
Can we think of any new ideas right now?
I guess we're not really in the real world, otherwise there wouldn't be two Dunyazards. But it also doesn't answer any questions. The whole theory went down the Doki drain. No. Let me think. I suddenly realized something is strange.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
How come we've never thought about leaving the city? Well, we kind of tried right now.
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
Should have thought of this a long time ago, actually.
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Honestly love that this quest so far feels like I think of something and the characters do the same thing. So I like that we're matching in brain power right now. Not sure if that's a good thing though.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
What will happen if we try to leave the city?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
Okay.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right?
But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Maybe this is the key.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy.
Oh yeah.
Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Beep. Don't like the sound.
Our memories are back!
Let's try and leave the city today.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
What do you mean?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Another message? From whom?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
What happened to the background?
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz Festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
It's my own voice.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
Days ago.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Go and try to leave the city today.
Okay, let's go.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
Does he just in general look really tired, or you all look... Oh,
That's your problem.
No.
Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
Of course they wouldn't tell their plans to a pawn.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
Okay.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls?
It shouldn't be a problem.
Can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
Paimon, stay here. Okay, so that's why she remembers.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
We need someone to stay and witness the events from this side.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
We leave together, it will just be the same as before.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Yeah.
And please, be careful.
Okay, now see.
Memories!
Okay, Let's go and try and leave the city today.
Traveler,
What's wrong, Paimon?
Paimon, that Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared!
Like, went over the board and poof, or just ran away and never came back?
Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look!
Oh, she seems... Man, Paimon, I take everything back I ever said about you. Oh man, if someone has her back, it's Paimon. Take everything back. Oh, Paimon. What did I promise?
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care!
Come on, give me a hug,
For
Paimon.
you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Though I don't remember anything of this, I'm still sorry, Paimon. I won't leave you behind, ever.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Imagine, like, we are, like, a parent for Paimon. And imagine a parent just goes away for a bit and you're told to wait. And the parents will come back. And you're just sitting there. Waiting. 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 And waiting. That's terrifying. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Like Paimon's big sister. Yeah, I think that's a better comparison. Paimon describes your plan from yesterday.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
You saw this? You sure that that's what you saw? Like, you weren't zoning out or anything.
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
I don't even know that yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
What's happening outside of Sumeru then?
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
So they just restrict access to Sumeru City? They didn't just restrict access to Sumeru City. They also erasing the memories of those who leave.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose.
Yeah.
But
You
this
don't
way,
tell.
we'll also never discover what's outside.
Our memories will be erased. Can we leave something behind? Something other than memories?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
I mean, you're the only one who can give us a message back if we tell you.
Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyazad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
It's worth a try.
Let's go then! Let's expose those sages!
I think you should stay once again.
Alright. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
See you tomorrow, Paimon.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Traveler.
Okay, and this time we have something that we can take a look at.
That covers everything that's happened so far.
So that message was what I left for myself when I left the city?
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Okay.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz Festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
How am I supposed to make sense of all of this?
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
Tell me.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky.
Okay. The sun.
And now, even the final space has also disappeared.
A beep into space dissolves.
Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Spaces are actually... What are those spaces? What could those spaces be?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
That was awful timing. That was insanely awful timing.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Spaces without human
All
presence.
the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
The real world?
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
Space where we were yesterday.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Maybe we're not in the same space after each day. Basically going into a copy of the old day? With each day going on, getting less of a human presence? But I assume it was the one from yesterday, right?
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sabzeruz Festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day!
Or the next space.
Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Yeah, I'm having the same question, Paimon.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
A secret. Secret. Give me some time. I need to organize my thoughts.
Hey, where are you going? Do you want some alone time to think? All right then, Paimon won't disturb you.
It's fine. Spending a lot of time on that.
The dance of Sabzeruz is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Dance of Sabzeruz. Is that time already?
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyazad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Seems to be in a really bad shape.
Have you figured it out yet,
Not
Traveler?
normal.
Time is ticking away.
I think I know the answer now.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sabzeruz exam and graduate from the festival?
Ask away, Miss Nahida.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
The hidden truth. What is the hidden truth?
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
I don't think that's a sufficient enough explanation for my mind at this point.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it.
But what does it do with the dreams, and what causes them to create this loop? And when did it start? Why didn't it start earlier? They didn't dream before. And the loops just happened to start at the Sabzeruz Festival.
And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro
okay, that's
Archon,
what she
right?
was pointing
That would
at.
explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it.
Yeah, also the clear complete opposite of how I understand them.
Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
But why does the time loop only start as of now then? Why didn't it start years ago? The Akasha isn't new. That still doesn't make sense. Are we gonna stop them?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara? Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream.
That's so confusing.
Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sabzeruz Festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another Samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sabzeruz Festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Okay, yeah. Of course. Of course. Why didn't that click?
Alright, last question. Who am I?
The moon?
They say that alchemical divination is the 3.0 Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumeru's people?
So you noticed.
You're a Lancelot Cusinali, huh?
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
I'm really glad to get to know you. We've been looking for you forever, but I feel like at this point we kinda have a more immediate problem.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny, thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I have lots of questions for you, but it's not a good timing.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life.
Yep.
On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Why couldn't you simply tell us the truth?
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds.
Would it wake us up?
Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own,
okay,
your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk.
Okay, yep.
That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
You were just trying to be careful. That's acceptable. How did a sage just manage to keep people from noticing this?
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sabzeruz Festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal.
Also, like, I think we all know that in dreams we don't tend to question things, even if they are a bit odd.
Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier Samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sabzeruz Festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the the Vidya Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of Deja Vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sabzeruz Festival Samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
What about those with dendro visions? And why? The biggest question I still have is why are they harvesting the same dream over and over again?
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyazad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Why is the dream about the Sabzeruz Festival?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
You don't know either?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information? Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean...
Could it mean what? I don't know. I still don't understand. I have so many more questions, but I can't ask them.
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sabzeruz Festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
What don't you? Of course.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
There's that sentence again.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
No.
Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
That would be a mouthful, but...
Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Where's Dunyazad? She's not...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
No. But it's still fixable, right?
Did Dunyazad already disappear? No way! Are we too late?
The real Dunyazad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Where she basically collapse in, like, the real world. We're so close.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyazad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She must, right?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyazad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyazad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyazad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyazad.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyazad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyazad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elezar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so...
Still meant a lot to her. I'm certain that she's glad that she lived this life and not the other one.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz Festival with so many regrets.
Could really that they do this because they hate Kusanali so much that they do it at her birthday. I'm so angry and sad. Such a terrible mixture of emotions.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the Samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Yeah.
Although the Sabzeruz Festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
But who?
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate...
And it has a name, doesn't it? Forgot how it's called.
The dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we need to find the host and then what?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
How?
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility.
I mean, if anyone can do it, then you, I guess.
Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Agree.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyazad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
You're so demoralized.
Yeah. Saving Dunyazad is what kept us going this whole time.
But we've come so far, it's no point that we don't finish it.
But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyazad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake.
Damn it, she can't even... The thing that annoys me most is that she will never see Nilous dance now.
Do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Don't think they're even dreaming themselves, right? Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware that they were dreaming. An unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize this dream. True. If they are even dreaming at all, that is.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
The Knight of Flowers? Why?
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sabzeruz Festival, right? Pretty core character.
I guess so?
Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
I mean, we can try. Huh. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but we don't have any better idea, right?
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine, just... it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sabzeruz Festival tradition or something?
Just do it.
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyazad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone.
Yeah, that's a difficult one.
She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Ferris Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyazad?
Who's gonna tell him?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is.
I would love to be laughing at him right now, but... Yep, it's not that easy.
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sabzeruz Festival.
Yeah, everyone is gonna have it maybe, but not her anymore.
What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
It's very kind words.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing.
So sorry for you.
Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyazad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Come on.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Maybe Nilou? That could work. Oh man, I'm so sorry for this guy.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyazad loves her. Would none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dehya! Oh, right. This is when Dunyazad bumps into the kidnappers.
I'll teach them a lesson they won't forget.
Huh? But Dehya can handle them. Hey, traveler!
Let's see. But I don't mind giving them a beating. I just need to vent.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Leave these guys to me.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
Leave.
You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
Will that help me if I beat them up? In the end, they are not responsible.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
I'm fine. I'm just angry at myself.
You and Nahida both. Dunyazad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sabzeruz Festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyazad because she wanted to pick something up?
Yeah, she never did, though.
She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sabzeruz Festival.
Maybe it will give us some clues then.
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
That's all we need.
This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
I don't think we need a reason now.
Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Your turns
This
while
was
carrying
only a
something.
temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the Sabzeruz Festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately. So I was hoping that I'd be able to give you this before that. It is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Gandharvaville's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go far out to get water. But one day, people suddenly found that the water was drinkable again, and some said that a green light was seen near the water source the previous night. Everyone believed that this was the divine power of Lesser Lord Kusanali at work. Sounds quite possible. The contamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanali appear in Gandharvaville then? After Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep. But from one day on, I would hear a voice that would chat with me till I fall asleep. A nice lady told me that Lesser Lord Kusanali must have been watching over me. Poor child. I hope that the Sabzeruz Festival can make him a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then as well. She's indeed a gentle god. There was this one time when I'd had a wee bit too much to drink and couldn't find my way back home to save my life. Then, when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanali. She was very tall and had the most muscular arms, and she caught me when I slipped and fell. The next morning, I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that must have been her looking out for me, huh? Not sure if this one is... Wait, I'm not sure if this one has that much value as a reference. It was probably just a tree, right? Well... it's certainly not Kusanali. These folk records appended with Dunyazad's references and opinions leave every page densely packed.
Wow. Dunyazad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away.
Man...
Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sabzeruz Festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sabzeruz Festival, right?
I assume so, otherwise she wouldn't have picked it up.
If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Dunyazad... Why couldn't we have just been a few days quicker?
Hey! Where are you off to now?
She's a 7-star. She cannot have all the stars she wants.
It's Dunyazad's puppet.
I'll feel better if I say this out loud. Thank you. You didn't have to do this.
Traveler?
Can we hug her? I want to hug everyone.
Exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyazad feels like an eternity ago.
Why? She was so happy and lively.
Still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilou's Dance of Sabzeruz.
I can barely recall it at this point.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Huh?
That was what the real Dunyazad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
What if she's still alive? Dunyazad?
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Let's not leave any regrets behind, okay? Let's go, Paimon.
What? Where are we going this time?
Watch the Dance of Sabzeruz. For once. I kinda assumed it would be her dream. And I think we can find out.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
Should have stepped in at the first day. Maybe it would have solved it, but no regrets.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste!
Out of silence.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
They're puppets.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this.
I called it. Of course not.
So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Hold on a minute, what's up with those flowers?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
But you can recreate them.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyazad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Paimon?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Nilou, close your eyes, please.
Huh?
Imagine that the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird.
Just try.
But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilou's the host! What a surprise!
Got her.
Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilou's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilou assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilou?
Correct.
But if we want to end the Samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming.
I mean, you just spelled it out.
How should we make Nilou realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
How do you come to that conclusion?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz Festival?
Unfortunately, not quite.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
No?
To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the 3.0 Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyazad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the 3.0 Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the 3.0 Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The 3.0 Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the 3.0 Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
Only the academia would have not turned into this.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
I guess Nilou is not Nilou, Nahida is mostly appearing in people's dreams. So far, that seems to be the case.
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the 3.0 Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story!
Now that Nilou's aware of it, the dream should be over soon.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz Festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can.
Please dance your heart out. I'm waiting for this so long. I want to be able to dream like that as well.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sabzeruz.
Oh. And the dream is dissolving while she was. Come on, dance your heart out.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
I could see it after all. Goodbye, Dunyazad. I think that's goodbye for now. Oof.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
I need a moment, okay, Paimon? Okay. I'm not sure if that was real Dunyazad, but or a real ghost or whatever, but I hope that she could leave without any regrets now. Good morning, Paimon. I hope we're out of the loop.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sabzeruz Festival.
I'm glad that she was there. I'm glad that we could actually see her smile one more time. And I guess that also is what her crush, or maybe her possible future husband would have liked to see. Yeah, I'm with this quest I'm so angry and sad, like at this point I just want to abolish the whole academia. Tear the thing down. Burn every single building I have into the ground.
The Sabzeruz Festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sabzeruz Samsara?
I do remember, yeah.
Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
Let's see if Dunyazad is there. We need you. I need to.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Go to the usual spot.
Huh? What usual spot?
Come on, Paimon, you know. She is.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
What?
And thank you, Dunyazad, for organizing the Sabzeruz Festival for me.
No way. No freaking way. That Catherine that we saw before walking around was also her then? Ah!
I'm sorry, who are...
But she's alive. That I don't care what's going on with Catherine right now, but... You're alive?
Dunyazad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Dunyazad,
Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sabzeruz.
I'm not sure what to think anymore. It makes so much more sense why that Catherine was saying, "What shaken, Traveler?" Yeah, of course. I mean, of course you couldn't put the pieces together at that point. But, man. Yo, I mean, of course.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Kathr was acting weird when we met at the Sabzeruz Festival. And... Dunyazad, did you save her?
It's a really long story.
You're so awkward
We
hearing
shouldn't
the
disturb
voice.
Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
I can't take you serious like that.
How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
It's not my favorite. Okay.
What's going on? Why are you two so excited to see me? Hasn't it only been a night?
It's actually been much longer than that.
Oh? Strange. Was I really asleep that long?
You don't want to know
I
for
have
how long.
such a headache.
Let's talk about Dunyazad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sabzeruz Festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyazad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the Samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyazad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
A very happy ending, after all. I'm honestly surprised that we get this. Kinda assumed that they would let her die.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Can you please get out of that body? It's so hard to take you seriously.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
First and most important one to me right now. Why do you look like Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
Okay, good thing we took ours out, because you don't do that on us, okay?
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
When you... I'm having two people in my mind right now, but like one isn't necessarily Snezhnayan, but linked to them? Like what the hell?
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep dark secret? So Kathryn is...
Wait a second.
No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why
Wait,
do you
no,
need to
no,
borrow
wait.
Other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
Wait, no. Yeah, I just realized. She just... So the Oh, I was actually thinking that she might be referring to Scaramouche because, like, he's also a puppet, but he's linked to the people in Snezhnaya because of the Fatui. Oh. Yeah, I mean, of course, we were calling her a robot, but I don't know how I want to feel about that. I'm getting a Detroit Become Human dilemma where I don't know if I can like her anymore just because she's not really a human. I don't really know how to feel about this.
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the academia is also more proficient at governing this country.
No.
My existence has little meaning.
If anything was proven today, it's that they are not proficient at governing this country. Not at all. And to me, you're already an excellent Archon.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sabzeruz Festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
About the dream I saw in Avidya... I can't remember how they pronounce that. Avidya Forest?
At the Avidya Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Khaenri'ah.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died.
Okay, she sounds oddly similar to you. That's some heavy last words. The world didn't certainly not forget her.
As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King!
The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Okay, so what does the message mean?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tighnari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
Yeah.
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's.
Okay, so we know what we're gonna do. But do you know what the plan of the sages were?
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and
Maybe
what
they
they
got
hope to
corrupted
achieve.
as well after they connected with Irminsul. That would be the good reason for them to do it, like one where they would not be at fault. Or they are just simply crazy.
Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sabzeruz Samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tighnari to join some kind of project.
Oh,
could it be related?
That could have been this one. Was it this sage? I can't remember his face.
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
No one has realized the issue with the Akasha?
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
Yeah. So, okay, that's all my questions for now, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyazad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the Sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sabzeruz Samsara in the immediate future.
Okay, that's good to know.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
For Nahida, worst birthday ever. Yeah.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
On the other hand, she did a good job. So maybe that's exactly the kind of birthday she wanted.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
How can she take over the conscience of a robot? That's more of a question that I have now.